All right, guys. So I'm live. Just give me 2 minutes or 1 minute just to share this live. You guys come in, like the video and share the live. Let me just share mine. All right. So as you come in, just comment so I can say hi to you, and then let's have a good discussion. You guys should call me. Thumbs up as soon as you come in, please, and just say hi so I can say hi back. And I'm gonna just share this live real quick. I need to YouTube. All right, so anybody come like up the video. All right, Evolution Nation, hi, thanks for being here. So I want to discuss life hacks that you guys think that everyone should know, and also like tips and tricks that your parents had taught you as a child growing up, morals and values that you believe has helped you into adulthood, and things that you would pass on to your kids. So as you guys come in, please go ahead and like up this live. Like this live and then comment and then prepare to call. All right, like up the live. If you're watching this video afterwards, please go ahead and skip forward because it might take a while for the live to come in, but I'm staying on. So if you're watching this as a rewatch, just skip over this part. Like up the live. I'm waiting for people to come in and get this phone started. Come in and stay, rather. This damn phone. I hope this phone working out. So Evolution Nation was the only one that commented. As you come in, just comment. Yo, I don't want to use my straight number. All right. Give me a second, guys. YouTube. All right. So I'm going to share this video. Copy the link. And then just share up this. So as you come in, please say hi. Come in and say hi. And the question is life hacks. I want to know you guys life hacks and tips, things that your mom and dad had told you growing up that was very useful and beneficial for you when you became an adult, things that you think you would pass on more, have that discussion. I feel like I can learn from you guys. My parents did a really good job, I must say. And I feel like, there's probably a lot of other people who had, parents who gave them a lot of wisdom that I think that we can share. So I'm going to share my life. I finally got into it. I have another issue, which is this phone. But if anything, my personal people, them have to call on my personal number. So good night, saying hello from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. How are you guys doing? Are you on the island right now? It would be really nice to hear from you because I heard of the volcano. Yes, you are. Okay, can you tell me what's happening there right now? I'm seeing a lot of things in the news about a volcano, but I honestly haven't really read into it. Oh my gosh, so I guess whoever gonna call me tonight is gonna have to call my regular number because this phone just turned off on me. So I'm gonna just have to use my regular number for people who have my number. But I would like to hear from you as you guys come in. So if anybody wants to call my regular number until I get this phone on, I want to hear from you guys. Let me just call this number. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep my regular phone line open as well. So Kemral, how are you doing? Is everything okay? Like your family members? I really don't know what's going on, but I hope everybody's safe. Well, from this, it starts off behaving. We didn't have much ashes like yesterday and Friday. Oh God. This is mind-blowing to me. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm just gonna pray for your island and we'll just send love from chairs and benches to St. Vincent. And I just wish you guys the best. I wish I could have heard from you though, but my calling phone is not working. I want any family members that have my regular phone number who is on this live to just go ahead and call my real number, because I'm having technical difficulties and I'm not coming off. So, all right, Camrol, you can probably just message me, like just keep talking to me from here, and I guess I'll read it. We can communicate that way since you're interacting. Like up the live, share up the video, please, guys. And please go ahead and call if you have my real number. I want to hear your life hacks or things that you think is beneficial for people to know. My God. See, no, I don't really use this phone, you know. Let me see. Nobody calling? Somebody must can call from my real number. Okay, I get one caller so far. Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
All right, so you did hear my question?
No, I didn't hear your question.
Oh, so the question was that is there any life hacks or any, you know, thing that your mom had told you growing up that is you find very useful right now as an adult, and you know, anything that you'd want to pass on to your kids, like a word of wisdom that really makes sense to you right now?
One thing my mom used to always say is that if something don't feel right, then it probably isn't right.
Okay.
So with me, especially now, like if I have a gut feeling about something, then I just won't do it.
Okay.
So I guess that's really like stuck with me per se.
Yeah.
But one thing I would like say for myself right now, like growing up, I used to focus on how people's progress is going and be like, oh, that worked for her, that can work for me. But like, no, what goes for them, put them down now to see them look.
Hear that, yeah. That's a Jamaican term as well, so.
Yeah, so I had learned that part on my own, that what works for me is not going to work for somebody else. So we got to adjust things in life for it to work for us, basically. So yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Okay. All right, that's a very good one. And you can obviously pass that on if you have kids or if you like. I feel like these are things that we should pass on to our kids, because you know.
Because the thing that we should go through, people don't have to go through. We learn from the mistakes, pass on the knowledge. Everybody else.
For real. Well, I appreciate that call. Thanks for calling. My other phone not work, but anybody that's here on my personal WhatsApp and want to support, please go ahead and call. Thanks so much. I'm gonna see if anybody else will call, and that's very wise. I should have a pen. I should have a pen and a notebook or something, because I feel like I'm gonna get some knowledge tonight. Anybody else want to call? This I got to work because I want to hear from Cameron, who is in St. Vincent. So I may turn on the phone for. Anybody else want to call? So Cameron says, okay, Monique Graham says, when you're frying fish, have some fabric softener boiling at the same time. It takes away the fish smell. Okay, that's a very good one. I think I've heard that one before, but I never actually used it before. And that's because anytime I cook fish, Shaun always cook it. But I've heard that one before, so that's a good one. When you're frying fish, you must use fabric softener boiling at the same time, and it makes the fish smell go away. Yeah, because you know on your place be smelling fishy. Cameron says, but even if it was affected that much but even if I was affected that much because I'm not in any of the danger zones, okay, the ashes was really terrible because you have to be inside, locked up right through. Okay, that's crazy. Like Jamaica have hurricanes, but I cannot begin to imagine what a volcano, like the effects of that. Like that's scary to me. That's really, really scary. I'm happy you're okay, and I'm very honored that you're here watching me here on Chairs and Benches. So, blessings. The only thing I learned from my father is not to like him. Interesting. You see why I forgot to talk to you? I need to talk to you. Hey, what's up? Long time, don't hear from you. Yes, I'm back. I mean, I'm now a mom of two. I was a mom before, so I know what it took and the amount of work and stress. But having a new baby and having to adjust to that and, ensuring that Sky was okay and the transition was smooth, I had to take a break. But I'm back. I'm back and I'm better. I enjoy YouTube. I love YouTube. So I don't think it's something that I'll ever stop, even if I'm not really getting the rewards that I'm expecting right away. But yeah, they have to focus on family and some other things that was going on behind the scenes. And now I feel like I've handled them and everything is decent and I am back. So you'll see more of me. What are some life hacks or life lessons that you can just type in the comment section, or anybody that has my number, please go ahead and call. Let me put this on. Call back. If you were trying to call and I was distracted, call back. But yes, I want to know. So like Jamaican tales, any real reasoning that you and your parents have that, when you turn adult, you're like, all right, this makes sense now. Like now that I'm an adult, I know exactly what, they meant. So let me try to put this phone back over there. So you guys give me a call. You say, what is your number I can call? I can't give up my personal number, but the number that I'm trying to use, the number I'm trying to use is in the, let me try to turn it on first, because I can't give up my personal number. Once this phone turn on, then I'll pin the number. I don't have your number. No, I'm saying call to the people that have my personal number, then I'll try to get this work phone up, but it's not working. But you guys can comment and I'll just respond to you right there. We can talk that way as well. And until this turn on, I'll be right back. I'll be back. Don't come on. Oh my gosh. I might just have to wait until Shaun comes to try to turn that on for me. And just focus on who calling me here. All right, so you guys can comment and say I don't have your number yet. So any life hacks, any Jamaican tales, any tips or tricks that your parents had told you guys? That you guys would like to call? I just got a call and she said her mom told her that once your gut feeling is off, you need to go. Somebody's trying to call and it not getting through, so I'm gonna just call. I don't know. Oh, it's not. Hello?
Can you even hear?
Hi, is there
so that we can contact you
your background making noise?
So I kept calling and it's the same thing, like it's going into the voice machine all the time.
Okay, well, you're on live right now, so maybe you can just answer the question. You're on live right now, so I wanted to know if there's any life hacks or anything that your mom had told you growing up, your parents told you, and then when you become an adult, it makes sense now, like no, and you would want to pass that knowledge on to your kid.
Oh yeah, so many things, like in my mom, when I was growing up, she would say things like, don't ever bite the finger that feed you.
Okay,
right?
okay.
So this is like an African proverb.
Okay.
But what it basically means is that, of course, as a child, you won't go and bite someone or bite any finger.
Yeah.
But what it means is that for someone that have done something good for you before, so don't ever say anything bad or do bad to the person.
Yeah.
And then you never can tell, because if you bite the finger that fed you, you always live to regret it.
Okay.
And then another thing she will say is that if you drink from this cup before, don't toss the cup, because another person might need to drink from that cup. So if this cup has served you, you drink from this cup. Don't toss the cup away. Serve some other person.
Okay, so is that in the literal sense, or is that just a deeper meaning?
No, not really. Not really. Just like saying she's telling you something, but it's just like telling you another thing. You know what that means is that like if you actually be with someone, or someone has done something or serve you, you know, or you've gained from someone one way or the other, be knowledge or whatever.
Yeah.
And then now you've grown and you've gone your separate way, right?
Yeah.
So you don't ever have to say anything ill about that person, because the same knowledge you got, some other person needs to get that knowledge to continue their own life too.
Okay. So that's a deep one. Honestly, in Jamaica, we do, because you know I'm a Jamaican. I'm assuming. Where are you from?
I'm from Nigeria.
Nigeria. So you guys we have some relations, they say. But in Jamaica, we are aware of the one that says, "Don't bite the hand that feeds you." That one is popular in Jamaica as well. But I never heard about and then again, as generations go by, we kind of, hi Anna. Anybody that has my real phone, like my personal phone number, please go ahead and call that number until I get the work phone up. But yeah, I never heard about the one that said the cup, like don't throw a cup that you've drank from. Like I never heard that one before, but I guess it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Is there any other one? Because I would want to know if you guys have any other tales. And then again, I was saying some generations it died down. Oh, another call is coming in. So, hello.
Hello, I'm not sure. I came in a bit late. I'm not sure. So what the topic is like?
Okay, so the topic is if there's any knowledge that your parents had passed on to you or taught you as a child, and as you became an adult, you realized that this knowledge was very fundamental, in your life, and something that you'd want to pass down to your kids, like something that they'd want them to know. It can be like a life lesson, or it can be like Jamaican tales, like deeper meaning, like yeah.
Okay, for me, my mom was like super, super strict, and she would have a certain knowledge that she shared, and we can't go against it.
Okay.
So I grew up into we call it big yard, where several houses would be located in the same yard.
Yeah.
So everybody has their own family. It might be related or just tenant in the yard. So we have, as children, we go to each other's house.
Yeah.
But then we have to know what time to leave.
Okay.
So first,
like the video and share it.
It cannot be dark, so we say any time before 6 o'clock. So we would use the time to see when the sun going down.
Yeah. We
know that it's time for us to say bye and go back to our place.
Mm-hmm.
Should also tell us that anytime we're there and they're cooking and they're ready to, we notice that they start to cook and prepare meals.
Yeah. We
have to leave, because she's saying the meal might not be enough to share, and they have sometimes several. This also might have 5 children in there, and the food is not a lot. So they want to share, but then they don't want to share and exclude you.
Yeah, because that would have been.
If, like my sister and myself might be there, three of us, they're taking 3 extra plates they might not have.
Yeah.
If they're cooking, we are to just leave. If we notice that they start cooking and stuff like that, observe. If they're cooking, we need to leave and go back
home
to our house.
Okay.
So that is one thing that I grew up and I teach my children as well. And the third thing is, anytime it's raining, never stay in anyone's house when it's raining. If the rain, you see like it's raining, about to come, because in those days you can look and know when it's raining. We don't know what it tells you because we don't have weather report to tell us.
You just watch
we know when it's set up and all of that.
Yeah.
So my sister would say to me, because she was like, oh, that it's going to rain, me to go back home.
Okay.
Because it would either be in the same yard or probably next door. So if she noticed, because she's saying that, and she gave us examples.
Yeah.
She said, they might want to take the clothes off the line and need to spread before it gets getting dry.
Yeah.
Or it might be they have some leak in the house and they need to set up like buckets or stuff, and you're going to be like some extra endurance for them to be doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
Or just to cuddle and enjoy the rain, and there's no space for you. So
it's just like there's so many reasons.
We could not leave our house or anybody
like up the video, share the video
during that time.
Okay. Yeah. Well, those are
with my children.
Those are some very good key points, and honestly, I feel like it kind of describes like a social class, like more people from the lower class and the poorer background. But I feel just like the Jamaican parables. There's sometimes deeper meanings behind it. Like I feel like if I was to learn that, even if I never, really live beside somebody who might have, leakage and stuff like that, you still can I could have still used that, knowledge in real life. Like maybe it's not a leak, but maybe it could be something else. Why? Like it does make you aware. I think that is actually a really good. It make you be aware of people's space. And, just to read, because it can be many reasons why people would, need some privacies or needed to leave now or, So for me, that's what that knowledge would do for me, even if it's not in the literal sense, like a board house or something like that. Just being aware of people's space and, respecting that. So that's what I got from that.
Yes, it's what you got. The last point is we could not sleep late in our bed. And that is up until now. I can't sleep because she said, just get up, tidy your place, get yourself clean and everything.
Yeah.
Anybody might come. So for those persons, if you want to, just do what you have to do. And if when you're done, you can go read a book or something.
Yeah.
But never ever let the sun up while you're still asleep. And she just come with a cup of water and just throw it on the floor. We know that it's time for us to get up. And it helps me to just be aware of my environment, always be clean, always get up tidy, and then you can go back and sleep. So those are my tips, and I know I use them. I with my children as well.
Yeah.
And those values, I cherish them so much.
Okay,
so
well.
I continue to listen. That's my little point I have.
All right. I'm sorry, guys, for the people who are on here that don't have my personal number. For everybody that's on here and you guys have my number and you guys want to, support the little thing, please go ahead and just call my real number because my work phone is not working. So you guys can go ahead and just call my real number. I just want to know anything that your parents had taught you. Somebody was saying that their dad didn't teach them anything at all. And that, can bring forth a brand new topic altogether. Of fatherless homes. And I did make a video on that. Like if it's that, there's nothing that there's nothing that your parents had taught you your whole entire life. That is something that's a whole different, that's not okay. It's not okay at all. Brittany is here in the house. So Brittany, you want to call and give us a feedback? You have to call my personal number though, because right now my work phone is not working. So call my personal number. I guess this is a little exclusive live this time. So everybody who don't have my personal number, please just comment and I'll just talk to you guys that way. And I'm sorry this won't happen again. I'll make sure I figure this out. So you guys can call me on WhatsApp. Lisa is here. Anna is here. Kemal, Bernard, what's your work number? I think I had a number that I did talk to you on before. Possibly just try the numbers that you have. Hi, Empress Tandy, you're here. So basically, I'm here to see Jay and the baby. Oh, for real? Okay. All right, Christopher. My brother is not here with me. He was here like 10 minutes ago and he just left, but he's probably watching me. So maybe next week. So I'm getting a call. Hi, this is Britts. You guys probably know this voice. Hey, share up the live for me, please. Hi, she's saying hi.
What's going on?
Nothing much. I want to know if there's anything that your parents had taught you, Brittany, that now that you're an adult, you find very useful and valuable, and something that you would want to pass on to your kids, knowledge, and even if they gave you in codes like, Jamaican parables or anything like that, or if they just tell it straightforward, and it never make much sense to you when you was a child, and as you get older now, it makes all the sense in the world. Is there anything that you can think of?
Well, my parents are very old school because, I was raised by my grandparents.
Yes. Like up the live.
They were very traditional. And I would say the most important thing that I find useful today is my faith in God.
Okay. Amen, sister.
That is something that was instilled in me from a young age.
Yes.
Every Sunday and every Wednesday we're at church. And, we're praising God and giving thanks for life and our blessings throughout the week.
Yes.
So,
like up the life.
Something that I find useful to this day.
Okay.
Also, I would like to think, I did understand it back then. It's not much different today, but just how you treat people, manners and respect, and how you treat elderly, older people, those that have been through it.
Yes.
Have more knowledge,
yes.
all of those things. That's something that they have taught me, and I've found to this day that, how I treat people, the respect that I show them, the energy that I give off in return, is reciprocated, you know what I mean? So,
yeah. And that's
another thing. Yeah.
That makes sense. Spirituality is something that every human being should definitely balance. If you don't have that, you're definitely not going to survive as an adult because it will get to you. So you need somebody higher than yourself, whoever that is, who you can reach out to when you're in that position, because nobody else can help you. So only God alone can help you at that point. And you just have to make sure you understand that. And most Jamaican parents, Jamaica is a Christian country, most Jamaican parents at least pass on the basic knowledge of that.
Exactly.
And that is very important. I think that's what makes Jamaicans particularly more powerful than, enough other group of people. Because Jamaica is a spiritual country. We believe that there is a God. If it's Rasta or if it's, Jesus or if it's God. Right. We have the most churches per square mile. So spirituality is definitely important. My parents did a great job. What I appreciated from my parents though is that they kind of teach me about spirituality, but not so much the religion. Obviously, Christianity is a religion of choice, but they still gave me the freedom to make a decision, which I appreciate that a lot, because I never feel forced or never feel like something that was uncomfortable or none of that. I can go any church I want to go. I can explore anything. Yeah, and I really appreciate that and I respect that. So that's what my parents did, but it was definitely present. But yeah, and another point that you said about giving respect. Respect is always you. That is just an obvious obvious facts. Like if you're gonna give people respect, you won't get respected, and just the fact that you're disrespectful will make most people don't really mess with you either way, right? So you have to give respect.
A lot of the young people these days, though, I think that is missing.
Yeah, it is missing.
The attitude in public, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, but for me, when I see kids being disrespectful, I see it as very immature. Like, obviously, and if they become disrespectful into adulthood, that means they're extremely immature. Like, it take a really long time to figure out, the whole point.
I couldn't afford to be that immature when I was younger.
Yeah. But in the Western world, I find that it's more accepted. So in Jamaica, it's not accepted to be disrespectful, but it's more accepted here by the parents.
That's the major difference.
Yeah, major difference. Like, teach respect from early out, because it will carry through. Like, if you don't have respect, then you seem childish. Nobody's gonna even try to, engage or do nothing with you if you can't do that basic morals. That's basic. So, yeah.
Another thing too that my parents did
like up the live
appreciate it today, not
and comments.
Is the need for a proper education.
Okay, the need for proper education. Okay, that's a good one.
School and where it will carry you in the future.
Yes.
That's something that they really...
Right now, that might be an unpopular opinion, though.
True.
But what is your thoughts on it? You still believe that education is fundamental, or like right now, in this generation, right now as we speak, it's being challenged?
I don't know if it's because really and truly that's how I was raised, but I still think that it is really fundamental. I mean, anything can happen. It's good to have something to fall back on.
And that's knowledge.
A career or a skill or, something. I mean, you don't have to make that your life goal if you want to start your own business or...
Like up the live and comment.
Whatever you have to do, money goals, whatever. But it's good to have that foundation in something.
Yes.
That in case, things don't go how you plan, at least, you can fall back on something and you have something to make money and provide for yourself.
Yes.
And your family. So.
And I would want to agree.
It's really important.
Even though I believe that the social media thing, which is, globalization.
Right.
I really do believe that education cannot be messed with. Like, I really do believe that if you have knowledge, you have power. Because when everything's shut down, even if nothing shut down and this keep going just like this, I believe that your education will just make you be one step ahead. Like, it cannot hurt. Like, obviously, I'll explore the social media thing and, quick engagement. But, I mean, if you have knowledge on top of that, if anything shifts, you still can fall back on your knowledge. So, I agree that knowledge, I'll never sleep on knowledge. I'll still be learning until the day I die. I won't stop learning. So even if money coming in, I'll never stop learning. So those are very good points. Your parents did a very good job. And then you can pass that knowledge on. Share up this live to your friends. Huh?
Definitely plan on doing that.
Yes. Share up the live to your friends and let me see if anybody else wants to call in.
All right, then.
All right. Good night.
Have a good night. Bye, everyone.
Say bye to chairs and benches. Yeah. All right, guys. Anybody else want to call on my personal number? Cameron says, my father and mother was married for 23 years before they separated, and still I don't learn anything from him but to not like him. Wow. And Christopher King. Okay, so I'm getting another call. Hello. Like up the live, share the live. Hi.
How are you, Nayaka?
I'm very good.
All right, wonderful. Trying to navigate all the many phones. I'm really enjoying your show, so just thought I'd chime in.
Aw. Yeah, did you hear the topic that I was talking about, like what I was asking?
Yes, I got it, and we spoke about it quickly. And are we finished?
No, I'm still on live right now, so I would want to know your opinion on.
We're talking about tools that you've gotten from your parents in terms of what I would like to pass on to my children.
Yes.
One of the things that I still take to heart to this day, and I think it's still so instilled in me, is the conservation of water. Growing up in Jamaica, I was just thinking about it. We had to carry water.
Yes.
And
just not wasting water has become something that I take personally and very seriously.
Interesting.
And even though when I see somebody washing dishes and them just run the water, it does something to me. Like, why just turn off the water now?
Oh, like it just being like, why you wasting the water? Like it have.
Right, why are you wasting the water? So something that I got from them in terms of the value of water. I know with water shortage globally, I understand what it is that they were really trying to convey.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's something that I really take to heart. And another thing I used to hear my mom or even my grandmother per se that would say it, she used to say, boy, and everything good for talk, and everything for talk where you eat.
Okay.
And everything where you eat good for talk.
Okay. And what you mean by that?
It's just the privacy element of having a private life, and not everything is worth sharing.
Interesting. Let me write that one down. I don't think I've heard that one before. Have I? I'm probably really bad. Yeah.
So, and sometimes, the parables, because now you hear a lot about African parables and different things like that.
Yes.
And what patois parables, how much they really sunk in. And when you hear them, it's like, what sweet run boat belly, what sweet run boat ever running belly.
Okay, and what that one mean?
What that one mean, like what you think is so sweet for you, it's not necessarily good for you. It speaks a lot about overindulgence.
Okay.
And just time balance in life.
Interesting. I think I heard that one before too, but I never really looked into it, like what the meaning was or understood it probably. Interesting. So like basically that one would be saying that if you do too much, I'm gonna try to break this down in the most layman's term.
Yeah.
Like if you do too much of anything, it can end up destroy you or like not be great for you.
Or be destructive, they always say variety is the spice of life, or being conservative or not overindulging.
Okay.
You can't sit down and eat the whole cake, you just have to eat a slice of it.
Okay.
So, a sweet rum water have a running belly.
Interesting.
But those things that are too sweet, you cannot overindulge in them. So that's something that I've always tried. Sometimes when you think about them, you just smile.
Yes. Okay.
How it relates to your life in so many different ways,
For real. So, is there anything that you pass on to your kids though? Like any life lessons that you really enforce, like any knowledge that you really try to instill in your kids? Like, because I would like to know.
Yeah. And as it's good, you always hear, you should be, a child should be, you always say, boy, speak to adults or speak when you're spoken to, and different things like that, or say, excuse me, before you interject into a conversation.
Yes.
Just simple, basic manners principle. Open the door, please, thank you, good afternoon, miss, good morning, miss. How to greet the elders. Manners is very, very, very important.
Yes.
To me. That can carry on the world stage no matter where you are. It opens door.
Yeah, it opens door. And I think some people would want to argue that, like here in the Western world, I don't think that is as enforced as much as in Jamaica. And I think, they kind of try to, enforce that kids have a certain kind of voice, like, or make certain decisions, which sometimes kids don't really recognize manners as something important, and they allow that. I find, but I don't know. Some people might think it's okay, like kids don't really have to respect older people or anything like that. Do you really feel like that thought?
We have to come back to the tradition in terms of who we are, because you can't really go to the West and lose your values.
For real. Okay. Somebody else is gonna call. Thank you so much for calling.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. Have a great show.
All right. Thank you. Hello? Okay, I just missed the call. Yeah, that was... Please call back. Somebody was trying to call. You can please give me a call back. I missed the call right when I was trying to answer. But thanks for everybody that's here. I see that Skay Williams is present. So kudos to that. Until I don't... Oh, yeah. So no, you guys can also comment in in the chat if you guys have any points or anything you guys want me to read. I know this conversation would have been more flowing if that phone was working, but anybody that has my personal number, please go ahead and give me a call and let me know what your opinions are. Because I know it's not typical that I use this phone, but I want to know what your parents taught you guys, because I'm really learning a lot. Or, I mean, some of these things I already knew, but my memory is becoming refreshed, which is really refreshing. So, please call back. Somebody was calling, but I have no idea who the person was. Like up this live, share the live. How much minutes I'm in? 40 minutes. I maybe can go for the hour. See if anybody else call. Q, hi. My work phone's not working, so I need you to give me a call here on my personal number. I would love to hear your opinions on the topic. It may be just a comment, so I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but I'm talking about things that your parents had taught you as a child growing up, and you might have understood then, but probably not in its full entirety. I know that you're an adult, you fully understand what it really means, something that you'd want to pass on to your kids. Please give me a call on my personal number. It's an exclusive live by default. So give me a call on this number. Let me see who else I can reach out to. I want to last for 1 hour. I feel like I can talk to you guys for an hour because I haven't been here for a while, but I'm back. Okay, so until you guys will get used to me being back, and then hopefully things will flow smoothly. You love this topic. Awesome. I want to talk about a topic like this. This is more me. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. You want to share? You have a very distinctive voice, you know. You.
Okay. One of the things that I remember just now is that the wasting of food as well. As the caller talk about water, I remember wasting of food.
Yes.
And there was a popular saying that sometimes it used to annoy me. My mother, my mom used to say, one of these days you're gonna be saying, "Oh, I wish I had the things today, the things I used to throw away." And
hold on. All right, yeah, keep. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, so when I look at like food now,
and
I try to probably not throw away food as much. I probably try to share to other people because just to keep staying in my head of it might be one day when I cut these food that you throw away, will benefit you. You're gonna need it, something to fall back. So instead of probably like cooking, too much rice or something, you save it for another day.
Yeah.
And I keep remembering our voice. Oh, I wish I had the things today, the things I used to throw away. I'm not reaching to the point of saying those words. But for people who just have food and waste it like that, these are some of the values that I think that helped me to not waste food, because I really don't want it to come at a time when I don't that those words play back at me. Yeah. So that's one of the things I really stuck in me, to save and not waste food.
Not waste food. And I think nowadays we don't even when you're in this side of the world, I find that people don't really share food, so it's good to just budget and make sure you're not be just wasting food and knowing that someone else somewhere in the world could be having this food and you're not just wasting it. But I wish there was more of a community here where people could actually share food. I mean, you mostly share amongst your family, events and so, but it's not like in Jamaica. Oh, yeah, where you can have that community base, but it's very important to still. Q is unable to call. Let me see who else can give me a call. I want to stay here for an hour. Have a good night. I want to, I think somebody was calling. I'm not sure it's who, so I'm just calling back and see. Because maybe, hopefully it's not nobody playing with me, but this is my personal number, so let's see. But yeah, I want to know, honestly, this is like a real good refresher, and it's good because I feel like parents really, really have the knowledge, and to know what other parents be sharing, it just really bring a different level of awakening, and we can just share the knowledge.
Forwarded to voicemail.
Okay, so that person was calling me, I think twice, but I don't know who it is, and it not got through. So yeah, anybody else that's in my contacts that want to call, so yeah, I'll just, wrap it up, probably give you guys my opinions, or, some of the things that my parents taught me. If I can remember anything on the spot, I probably can, because me and my parents talk so often that it will probably be difficult to just pinpoint one. Let me see, anybody else that's in my contact want to call in? I got 15 more minutes. Yes, please share the live. This is a vibe. I feel like enough people. Oh, you want me to share? You want me to share my knowledge? Oh my gosh. I maybe can think about one. Like my parents taught me. My parents, I can't begin to explain, but my parents teach me a whole heap of things that make me and my brother I find very knowledgeable. Like it gave us an advantage over my peers, and that's just regular street smartness. Like even though we're never exposed to a certain lifestyle, we have certain knowledge without the experience, which is a privilege because we can step a lot of stuff. Like for instance, being aware of his surroundings on a very basic level, being aware of his surrounding, being aware of people, knowing who to trust, things like that, and share information with friends. I feel like these are real gems though. Like, do you guys really deserve these gems for not calling me? I don't know. Or should I share them next week? I might share them next week. I'll share one. So, I did. Okay, somebody said I did several times. Call back. I don't know why this phone is not accepting some of the calls. I'll call you back. But yeah, one of the things that my parents tell me or teach us is to just be aware of your surroundings and the environment and people too. Energies. Be aware of energies. Not everybody that's related to you have to trust them necessarily. You just treat everybody as regular human beings. Read up the energies, read up the plays, recognize people for who they are, and don't just be oblivious just because somebody's smiling. What you don't have to do. What you don't have, you do without. Okay, so Skay Williams is saying what you don't have, you do without it. And that is a very good one too as well, because greed is something that's eating people alive in Jamaica. Like the love, like greed. There's a difference between having ambition and being greedy. And a lot of people in our culture is very greedy. There's a difference. When you have ambition, you put in work. When you're greedy, you just want it fast until you can afford it, and then you do what it takes to afford it. But yeah, it's something, let me finish this thought and then I can elaborate on that one. But something my parents taught us from a very young age was that we need to just be aware of people and, treat people with respect, but still be aware, be kind. Yes, be kind and be humble at all times. Never yet fly up. Like, just be kind, be humble, observe, be smart, and you'll just get by. Like, you'll get by because people will respect you for being respectful, and also you'll be aware. So that puts you at an advantage, a clear advantage. And also self-confidence. I don't think I got verbal lessons. Q says she don't think she got verbal lessons. I got verbal lessons, and that's something that I will definitely be passing on to my kids for sure, because I never have to learn it the hard way. I literally knew it before it had happened, and I prevented a lot of things. Even the whole thing about rapists, and a lot of times people get hurt within their families or friends or family friends. I never have to go through that. And I think it has a lot to do with me being aware of my surroundings. Not because I'm special, and I never probably been in compromised situations that may have been possible, but I was always aware. So that prevent me from being in enough dangers as a child, and my brother too. And then, self-confidence, being humble, but being true to who you are, and living in that truth. And You know, some people may not like it, some people may not understand it, and that's okay. Not everybody will. And people who do, and in the end, people will feel the right energy. Like people will know. I learn from actions and culture, and that is a good way to learn also. Like when people live in the truth, and that's what my parents did to us. Well, whatever they were teaching us, they lived it. But it's funny because I see some families who don't even live. It's funny that as a parent, they can teach lessons by living it, and then they can say it. And some parents actually don't live it; them just say it, and the kids them get it. Like you have some rebel parents who cuss bad word 24/7, have a certain lifestyle, but them teach them kids certain lessons, and you see that the kids them, really listen to what the parent says versus actually do the actions, and that works. And then it even work better. We learn through discipline. You do. Vicky said she learned through discipline. Jamaican culture we learn through discipline too as well. But I feel like sometimes the discipline that we get in our culture can be misleading. I feel like sometimes disciplining a child that is not aware of the knowledge, like you just, probably beat them or be aggressive, but you don't truly communicate. Treat people accordingly and trust no one, whether family or friends. So Skay said, treat people accordingly, trust no one, whether family or friends. And that's true. So you treat people accordingly, you treat people how them treat you, and you don't trust nobody. Like, I'm with that too. Like, it's really hard for me to gain trust. And I don't know, it can also be a bad thing because sometimes you miss out on relationships that could have happened. But yeah, you don't really trust people. You have to observe and just don't run in. But there's a lot of things. Like I can go on forever, honestly. Yes, I got my lessons, but I can't remember them being verbal. Yeah, and that's still effective. It's still effective because Q, I think you have a lot of morals and values and you actually show them. Q is my best friend in Jamaica and then my other best friend here is Brittany. But she definitely understands. She's street smart. I guess that's how you get street smart. You just observe the environment and you're out there and you understand certain things without it necessarily being verbalized. Treat people equally. Yes. I treat people equally. That's something that my parents definitely teach me for sure. Like me, I don't look down on nobody. I'll never look down on anybody. I treat people accordingly. So if you have some people who would treat somebody from a certain background with more treat them better for whatever reason, even sometimes even colorism or even status. I don't treat the person who is on the highest status, I don't treat them any different from the person who is in poverty or anything like that. Energies, like I don't treat people, I treat everybody equally. And then again, the relationship is reciprocated pretty much. So you'll never see me see a person and be like, me better than you. No, not me. Like my parents teach me that. And you can see that reflected in my friends. I really gravitate to people for different reasons and not like some weird reasons. You see that a lot in high schools. Mama in the comments dropping gems. Yes, she's dropping gems. Like honestly, my parents has taught us a lot. And kudos to them because me I gotta try for mimic that and make sure I pass that on because I feel like it really saved me and it really make you a grounded person. People always get confused like how comes you cope with life so easily, and it's not because it's easy, but it's because you already was aware of possibilities and them little things there. But there's enough. Like I could literally go on forever with the lessons. I will never really get too much parables. I feel like our generation probably kind of made that part of the culture die down a little bit. I don't think it's a good thing. I think being verbal is important. Q says she thinks being verbal is important. Yes, I will definitely be verbal. And I'll live it in my truth, but I think being verbal definitely bring forth a new perspective because guess what? It may not manifest the same way in your child's life. So like, for instance, my mom telling me about rain and, roof leaking and stuff like that. That never manifests in my own life, but just the awareness and the knowledge of her being vocal about it, I can relate to something else that might be present in my life. You know what I mean? And the same for my kids. Like I have to be vocal, verbal about it because maybe the way I me live, my kids are experience something else and then can take the piece of information and, input it into that situation. Be a leader, make your own decisions. Okay, mommy is going off with the gems for real. But all right, we can wrap this up for you over. That not bad. Even though my phone not work. Be a leader and make your own decisions. That's something else that my parents really taught us, is to be a leader. Don't be afraid to be a leader. My dad, like, if him feel like I'm making a decision based on somebody else's opinion, and it can be that me and the person just have similarities and we just actually like the same thing, him never buy that. He was very, very clear, like, you don't make this decision because somebody else did. You need to make decision solely because you like it. And then usually drill that in our head. Like, if him feel like send me a feed off of somebody else's interest, he'd be like, you're a follower, you're not a leader, like that. And it didn't make me feel offended in the moment. May I say, so me and the person can't just like the same things. I was a child. And you can, but it really made me really focus on what do you really like? Like, what the things you really like? What sets you apart from everybody else? And stand in that truth. Don't just stay in the shadow of, what other people like. My father was very strict on that. And must say it worked, because that made me really focus on everything that makes me uniquely me. But my parents, them get the award. Maybe give them the award in parenting, because it's hard, and I think them really pass on a lot of valuable information. Have a conscience, Q says. Have a conscience, yes. Having a conscience is very important, guys. Like, if you're not having a stop, then it'll go just stop abruptly and it might stop messy. So you must know when to, like, you must know. Having a conscience is very straightforward. Like, you must know when your taking is going to impede somebody else. And that means you're not only thinking about yourself, but you're thinking about others as well. Even being in your situation is still being aware of somebody else. So that's how I see that. And there's enough different ways of looking at having a conscience, enough different kind of scenarios. But in the most basic sense, you have to have a conscience. But like, on a comment, just comment here and I'll just talk until I wrap up this 1 hour. Be yourself. So Skay Williams said, be yourself. And Skay Williams is my cousin. Be yourself and don't try to be someone else because of acceptance. Yes. Being yourself, and it relates to what I was saying earlier about being a leader. And I guess some people can be themselves but still don't channel the leader energy. So you have some people who, gravitate to people who are like them. So them be themselves. But in that circle, they're still being shadowed. So I think I could add to being yourself. Like, being yourself is one thing. Like up this live, share it up. And even if you fall off, just say bye before. Honesty is the best policy. Boy, them just a come in. So, but yeah, I feel like being yourself is one aspect. You have to stay true to who you are. Like, it don't make no sense trying to be somebody else. You're wasting your time. That's way too much work. But also being a leader. My parents, he just add a little bit more to that and say, for be a leader. So you gotta lead the group. You gotta lead the pack. You gotta just, you see me, Live reaction entertainment. Hi, long time no come here. You better start coming more often because I'll be here next week. But yes, I took a month break and now I'm back. So you'll see me more. You just come here often. But yes, being yourself is important. And then if you want to add to that and just make your life that more quality to your life, is to be a leader. So you take that big bold risk and you lead out. So stay out of other people's business. Q, your mother did teach you. I don't know. Oh, you say it wasn't verbalized, but I feel like some of the things that you couldn't just know it from seeing. I don't know. I feel like you must hear some of these things out of somebody's mouth. Or your grandma or something. You never experienced all of this. Stay out of other people's business. Yeah, watching people's business, like, obviously, if you're going to other people's business, that means you're taking time out of your personal business. Life already complex. Enough things to do. Oh, Britts with the key. Enough things to do. So if you have focus on somebody else's business, I mean, there's enough reasons why you shouldn't focus on other people's business, moral-wise. But just for the basic sense that takes time. And you can be using that time and energy on yourself. So that would have been one of the main obvious reasons why I wouldn't go in people's business, because for one, that don't make money. I mean, unless you're a blogger. But if you don't make money, then why are you in a people business? If you're making money and that is your career, I ain't stepping on your toes. But if you're just in people's business and you're not minding your own and it's not helping you or benefiting you in any way, I mean, that's just weird. Like, life too short. My parents taught me perseverance, Vicky. I was never allowed to quit anything if I cried, and even if I cried every day. Whoa. Interesting. I feel like you're from Africa, right? I'm not sure what country. So I'm making this broad. Yeah, Vicky. Parents taught me perseverance. I believe in perseverance. I feel like you shouldn't, like, perseverance is important in life. Like, you can't just start something and just don't finish or don't give it your best shot. Like, you need to, persevere, because it's like a tech work. Nothing in life come easy. So you definitely will need that skill set. But as it relates to never quit anything, I don't think I would agree with that. I feel like what I would impart on my kids is to try, give it your best shot. Then I'm not gonna go to the extreme and say, if you cry every day, you still need to do it. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like, if my child is, doing something and I feel like they're literally doing their ultimate best, and somehow it's not connecting or this is not for them, I don't think I would make them continue doing it, so to speak. Like, I would obviously appreciate my child as an individual and recognize the strengths and weaknesses and make a decision based on that, on what I should encourage them to do versus what I shouldn't. So I'm kind of like, if my parents was to teach me that, I would probably definitely focus on being consistent and persevering. Don't give up easy. But there's still individual. We're all individuals, right? So there's not everything that your child is going to be good at. And I don't think it's good to, if you're being extremely literal, never to quit. I don't think I would, push that. But I would definitely want them to do them best though. Like, so give it your ultimate best, and then you can quit if it not work out and you focus on your strengths. So that's where I'm at with that one. Honesty is the best policy, for sure. Being honest, if you're not honest, you're a thief. And if you're a thief, you're not honest. So them two things there, no questions, but even have to discuss it. Tell the truth always, and don't thief things. Them two things are just, you're not human to me if you do that. So, and I know it's difficult for a lot of people to even be honest. I'm at 1 hour mark. Okay. Yeah, I know it's difficult for enough people to not be honest, but for me, if you're not being honest, and it's like, why are you not, like, weird? Like, those two things, a thief and a dishonest person, go in one category for me, and that is nowhere near me. Hi. Yes, a Brit says teaching by actions is what really sticks for real, not just verbal. Yeah, you got to do both, I think. And I think by actions is necessary, but I feel verbal is good as well, because enough things where you live, for instance, I live my life right now, my kids might not. If I'm not tell them what I'm about, when them face their obstacles in life, I don't feel like it's every concept they'll grasp, because maybe I don't expose them to certain things. And then them in their life, them end up in a situation that I never teach or lived, and them don't know what to do. So I feel like I would definitely vocalize and verbalize certain lessons, because I know that they probably won't experience it with me, trying to protect them and doing all of the do. Making sure that they have a different standard of living. They might just be extremely naive when they're adults, and that. So make I tell them. Sexy Rexy, hi, 242. The Reaction Entertainment. Remember me, the artist from Jamaica who came on your live somewhere last year? Oh, Israel, aka. Anyways, big up yourself. Where is your friend? My friend is pregnant. She was with baby, so you guys must have seen that video. It go. I had to take a break, with the whole motherhood thing. So I'm sure Brittany will. And we don't live together anymore. We used to live together. We don't live together anymore. So you might not see you might not see Brittany as frequent, but she'll definitely make some appearance. And if we do vlogs or, travel, live a little life. But as for the weekly ones, you might not see her as often, but you'll definitely see her, you know, in my videos. Most likely probably lifestyle videos and vlogs and even some other videos. I'll see what happens after, you know, the whole motherhood thing, but for sure the vlogs, because our kids are cousins, so we definitely will definitely link up. So you'll see her, but let's go through motherhood first. That's priority. No, I couldn't lie. Yeah, I can't lie. I can't lie. One thing I rate with Q is that she's honest. One thing about Q, she'll tell you what's on her mind, although it don't make no sense. Just kidding, it makes sense, but she'll tell you what's on her mind. I like honesty, and I don't like teeth. Raheem Henry, consistency is key in everything you do to achieve your goals, and that's on period. So, Raheem, that's my cousin as well. He says that consistency is key. I believe in that. I ain't gonna start something that I'm not about to finish, and if I finish it, I'm really contented with the fact that I'm over it. So that may be relationships or a career path or something. I'm not gonna just give up. I'm gonna be consistent and I'm gonna give it my best. And if I was to do away with it, I'm contented with the decision. I felt like I've done my best. But I'm not gonna stop something because it feels hard or it's uncomfortable or I learn new news or anything like that. I'm gonna continue. I'm here loving from afar. Yeah, Britts says she's here loving from afar. Wow, hey Britts, big up to you both. All right, guys, so I think I have made it to the end of the live. I don't know if you guys have any other things you want me to discuss. If you comment it, I can discuss my opinions. You can go if you guys have any more questions, you can comment on it. And there's a video that will be dropping. So drop your hearts if you're not done with me. But I want to let you guys know that a video will be dropping this week, probably tomorrow. It's in the pipeline. It's gonna be a fun, entertaining video. I can drink again, so we can cheers again, and we can benches again. So we're gonna have more entertaining videos coming back, just like how the vibe was in the beginning before I got pregnant, because you know, Ray. But you guys, please go ahead and drop some hearts. Happy mothers to you both when it comes. Thank you. But drop your heart, show me some love, share up this live, tell people about chairs and benches. I am back with the videos. Thanks for everybody that was here. I'm sorry that my phone didn't work, but we feel like we can every time I say make a continue a conversation, I don't. But I feel like I really be learning a lot of gems in this conversation, so I want to bring it up back, even if it's not next week. I'll most definitely talk about this again. And I see some Angels girl here. I kind of be repping Angels today in my burgundy and gray. I feel like I'm repping Angels today. So I see you guys here. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you guys, and I'm back. Oh, follow me on TikTok. TikTok like me. So make sure you guys go over there and make a start drop some videos on TikTok as well. So love you guys. Bye.